Hello, welcome back to the channel. We've now had fishing here for about 2 weeks, so it's time to do a little bit of maintenance after getting back from visiting family over Christmas. I have had a quick look and the skimmer is definitely going to be the first job. It's gone a little crazy. So first job, let's get this skimmer cleaned. Okay, so skimmer's now been switched back on for 5-10 minutes. As you can see, it's a lot cleaner, but we're already getting some good foam again. Right, so I've got a couple of other jobs that I'm going to do today. The next job, when the cabinet doors are on, it's quite dark in there, there's no other lights, so what I've done, I've just bought myself a reel of LED lights, and they'll should light up the cabinet a lot better. If anybody was interested, it was just these, purchased from Amazon. So the next job is to get these fitted inside the cabinet. Okay, so they were a quick 2-minute job. Literally, they've got a foam backing. They can be cut to size. They strip. Let me see if I can find it. A strip here, there's one just there, has like cut lines, so as long as you cut on the points that they recommend. I have unfortunately had to cut quite a bit off, but that was one of the shorter sizes, but they weren't overly expensive, and as you can see, it's just lighting everything up nice, and they are obviously low profile, so they're not going to get in the way of any equipment. So yeah, very happy with those. So my last job today is going to be sorting out the zipper racks. As you can see at the moment, it hasn't got any flow to it, and although it requires slow flow, I believe that I need to get some flow to the zipper racks. So what I've done is I've got a selection of pipe fittings, and the plan is to pipe from the return section, hoping that the water will be nice and clean, as I don't want the zip racks getting gummed up with detritus and bits and bobs. So yeah, I'm going to run a pipe along the back there and have a feed into the zipper racks eventually. So I'll have some sort of feed pipe in the top, drill a few holes in there, and that should just give us some slow, gentle flow through the zipper racks. So that's the next job. Okay, so I'm not overly great at this sort of thing, but this is where we are at the moment. So at this end will obviously feed from the return section with another pump. I've put 2 outlets on here. I'm going to hopefully run reactors from there, bio pearls if needed. Depending on how the zipper racks gets on, it might need a hand for a little while just while it gets going. This valve will be just to help control the flow into the zipper racks. I've just got a bit more to do on the end here. Once this is in place, just measuring the height of where I want the tube to sit over the zipper racks. So I'm going to get this glued up and in place, and then just do the last bit in a minute. So if anybody is planning on doing this, these cutters just for cutting the pipe, are brilliant. Saves a saw, saves a lot of mess. Yeah, they are brilliant. I just thought I'd show you how I do my pipe work. Basically, I've just been round the end of the pipe with a little bit of sandpaper just to rough it up a little, and the same with the inside of the other joint. And then I'm sure you've all seen this before, but just a case of a dab of glue around the top of the pipe. Just make sure that it goes all the way around there, and then push in. You can see the glue coming out, and once it's fully seated in, just give it a bit of a twist, and that's it. That should give you a good strong joint. You can see that there's plenty of glue around the outside, but once that sets, it should be quite neat. It's not running everywhere, so I'm quite happy with that. Right, I've got the rest of these joints to do. Okay, so it's been quite a long day. I've let the glue for the pipe work have a little bit of time to dry off. Just thought I'd share what we've ended with. So first of all, the lights. I think they're going to come in handy quite a lot. Obviously, just being that LED strip, they're not in the way at all, which is very useful. I'll just show you the pipe work that we've been working on. So this is the return pump that I had on my small aqua reef tank. So that's now closed down, so I've used this pump for the return. It's basically piped along the back. 2 outlets, which are glued apart from the nozzles, as I'm going to try and find some slightly smaller ones, so I think they'll be a bit too big for a reactor. And then we'll just come along to the Cyprax compartment, and as you can see in there, there's just very light flow coming out, and it can obviously be turned up if needed. But as I understand it, the Cyprax only needs very light flow, so it should drain itself down through the Cyprax and underneath, and then carry on through the sump with the rest of the flow. There is one more thing just to show you before we go today. That's one new addition to the tank. He's been in there a few days now. He is getting a little bit of grief from the clown tang at the moment. I'm going to give it a few more days just to see how it goes. If the clown tang doesn't learn to behave himself, then he will be removed. If he can't even accept one new addition, then he's only going to be more problematic as more go in. So yeah, he's got a couple of days just to sort himself out before he may have to find a new home. I think it has got better over the course of today, but I will just keep an eye on it. It does tend to have a swim at him every now and then. But the blue tang, or the purple tang, he is eating. He has had some flake food, so we'll see how he gets on. I've always liked these fish. I think they look fantastic when they get a bit older. I was hoping that he might fight his own corner, as they can be quite aggressive as well when they get a bit larger. But we'll see how they get on. Okay, thanks for watching. Please remember to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and hopefully we can get a few likes on this video. Hope everybody has a good new year. Bye.